Hi, my name is Agata. Welcome in Agata's Cottage. Today it's time for Friday sews. I have Reaper with me, my elderly cat. He has day of hanging on to mommy. He's 14 and a half and not really well, so I allow him a bit of indulgence. So you might see him throughout this video. Yeah, he's not really keen on leaving my lap. So Friday Sews was started by Jen from Today in Jen's Sewing Room. You will find a lot of lovely vlogs every week under hashtag Friday Sews. Go check them out. What I'm wearing, while I remember, it's a self-drafted jumper I made using tutorial by Alisa from Thoughtful Creativity. It has drop shoulder, it's actually low hip below butt length, and it has pockets. Unfortunately, I cannot stand up, but it's one of my favorite jumpers. I think I made it 2 years ago and I wear it a lot, especially during winter time, because it's very cozy with leggings or joggers, and it's very comfortable. Plus it has pockets. I completed few things last week. First was the hooded towel I did for Alice. You might have seen it in my last Friday sews when I went through what I'm still planning to do. So I did finish it. I used the bias tape for around the neck, and I just rounded it up, and bias tape for the inside. I put bias tape all around the edges, so there's no raw edges on the outside, and I added velcro for the inside so she can kind of zip it up. She tested it last Tuesday. She loved it. She said it offers her not only warmth, but first of all a bit of privacy, and it's very easy to change underneath because she can always pull her arms inside and basically change, and it's like her own private tent. So she loves it. So this is very successful make, and she loves it. So and she's very happy because she will be able to use it for a good few years, because it's to her calf length now. So even if she grows a fair bit, it will be still quite okay make for her to wear. Finished make number 2 is the wearable blanket. As I mentioned last week, we were planning to do it as a one item, wearable hood and wearable blanket, kind of, you know, reversible, but it just wasn't doable. It was too heavy. So Alice has wearable blanket to wear around the house, and she has wearable towel for swimming pool. So I finished the sides with the bias binding. I had some leftover bias binding from the time I was doing blanket. I think it was year or year and a half ago. I sewn side seams. I hope you can see. I actually did pretty good job on the pattern matching on those irregular stripes. It wasn't really planned. There is a big pocket here, and hood is finished with the twill tape. I wasn't really happy with how it turned out, but Alice doesn't allow me to unpick it and redo it because she wears it constantly. So I think that's a sign of success, and in fairness, she's wearing this around the house, so it's not a big deal that it's not perfect. Next make is my work in progress that was work in progress for 3 years. I know it's sad, but that's the reality. So three and a half years ago, no, it would be 3.5 years ago, I bought the bundle of fabrics in one of the Polish online like Facebook groups, shops, etc. So there were some sport fabrics there. They had some lovely athletic fabric for leggings that I made and I love, and they had this sporty fabric. Like, okay, The print is like my grandmother's sofa, to be honest, but it's not bad either, and it's for working out at home. I wasn't really sure what I was doing with this fabric when I started sewing it. So I didn't have any pattern for the tank top, so I decided to trace one of the tank tops I had and, you know, just wing it. So I traced the tank top and I started sewing the side seams, and it just wasn't going well. So I decided, no, I will just keep it on the bottom of my working pile box. Then when I got my overlocker, I did the side seams and I did the the armbands, and I ran out of fabric. Like, I knew there is somewhere a remnant that I can use to finish the neckband, but I couldn't find it anywhere, and I still can't. So potentially it ended up as a stuffing somewhere of something. So I put it on the pile to finish one day. And last Monday I was finishing Alice Wearable hoodie, and I thought, you know, I'm gonna work on one item for myself, something that I have cut out already, that it's almost done, that I just need to finish, just to clear a little bit my head. So I just picked this mainly because I had gray thread in my Singer, gray Maraflex thread, and thought, you know, it's good reason, good enough reason. So I used the jersey bias binding I got in Ecobee, I think it was last year, and I finished the neckband with the bias binding, and I just did the hem. Just, you know, standard, normal Maraflex thread hem. It fits okay with the sport bra. Without sport bra is a little, like with the normal bra is a bit snug, but the sports bras has tendencies to flatten the chest anyway. It's comfy to wear when I'm working out, because I did take it for the test run, so I might trace that one again and do more tank tops, or I will try to use it as a tank top version for summer. But I'm glad I got it out from my work in progress piles. Next make is also work in progress. It wasn't as long as the other one. This one was few months in my box, because I do not like putting zippers on the knit stuff. I just don't. And I always struggle with getting them even, etc. So when I was doing that, I still have a little bit of gray thread in my bobbin, so I thought, you know what, I'm just gonna go for it. And I finished onesie I made for Alice. Like, I cut it out a few months ago, good few months ago, I think it was last spring. It still fits because I was using self-drafted pattern, and it was made for slightly bigger size than Alice was, so it fits now fine. I ended up finishing the neckband with the jersey bias binding, actually this same type as I use on my tank top, just different color, and I got it from Ecobee. Actually, the fabric I have here, the Sleeping Dragons, is bamboo French terry from Ecobee. Alice loves this fabric, and she's been reminding me about this for ages. But as I mentioned, I do not like putting zippers on the knit stuff, so it took a while for me to be more comfortable with it. So last year I practiced a little bit more with zippers and making sure that they are placed evenly. And when I was putting this zipper, I thought about the trick that I saw in one of the bag making videos. So lady marked there where she's starting with the zipper and some kind of middle point, and she marked it both on the zipper, on both sides of the zipper, and she marked the middle point on both sides of the back. And when I start basting the zipper to the onesie, I realize I have middle point here. I have seam, sorry, so I have a seam in the middle. So I just did little mark on the zipper, and I matched this middle point with the side, like with the waist seam, and I started basing down and up. It's not perfect, like the finish here at the end of the zipper could be better. I did mess up there, but I'm not planning to unpick it. It's functional, it's for sleep, and it's just one little tiny packer, so I'm not gonna be bothered. I didn't have enough of that fabric to use for the sleeves, so I used bamboo French terry I had in my stash. I don't know where I got it. I very rarely remember where I got specific solids, and just ribbing from my stash. The same for legs, so she won't get that much wear out of it, maybe till next autumn or early winter, but I'm sure she will use it a lot because Alice loves sleeping in onesies. Apparently they make you cozy and nothing rides up, and actually that's a good idea. I might think about onesie for me. I also made some pads, some reusable pads. I will show you just one. They are just standard reusable pads. So basically what I did, I took the pad that I had, I traced it around, and I tweaked few things because I wanted it to be slightly longer, and I used remnants of cotton jersey for the topper, and it's connected, I'm not sure if you will be able to see, with the bamboo toweling on the inside, and the back part is just cotton and polar fleece. So I made 7 of them. It took a while. It wasn't because they are difficult, it's just there's a lot of parts that you need to sew separately together, then you know, close the side seams, etc. And it's a bit boring job. So I was in the meantime watching some YouTube videos, etc. While doing them, so they took me a while. So that's all the things I made. Now, work in progress. So I'm working on a collab with my dear friends Carole and Tiffany, and I did the trial version yesterday of one of the parts of my make for the collab, and I'm actually quite pleased with it. There wasn't many changes that I needed to introduce, so I'm really happy about that. So that will be my next week basically, because the final make will require a way more sewing than the trial version did, but I actually do like how it looks, so I'm happy about that. So that will be my main thing. Plus I need to make some underwear for both Alice and me, so that's one of the things I will be focusing over next few days. So finishing my makes for my collaboration and some undies. I also have a video to finish editing for you guys about some free sewing patterns, so that will be coming your way either on Sunday or on Monday, depends how I am with time. You know how it is. Question of the week, because I almost forgot. So Jen asked us, what is the technical thing we want to focus in our sewing or practicing sewing or learning during 2024? And to be honest, I don't have any one thing I want to focus. I know I want to make more bags, and bags that do require a little bit more technical knowledge than I have now. I have few patterns that I wouldn't say that they are difficult, but they're a bit more complex, so I'm gonna do them, you know, on and off a little bit, so they will require some more technical knowledge but we will see how it goes. Is there anything you would like to practice more in 2024? What is the technical skill you want to focus on? I would appreciate if you could leave the comment and let me know. Life updates. So everything is same old, except I'm older than I was a week before. So I'm 43 now. So thank you to everyone who was kind and sent me wishes and nice warm talks. I really appreciate you reaching out and all the love I could feel from you guys. We had crazy frosty weather over last, I would say, week and a half at least. Alice snuck up today on the way to school with her hat and scarf, the dragon hat and scarf, and she basically looked like a ninja. I actually took a picture, so I will pop it here. It was just hilarious, but we are expecting a little bit of warmer weather and way more rain, which I actually love. So that's it from me for today. Thank you for watching. Hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please consider subscribing and press that like button. Now, you know what to do. Clean your sewing machine and change your needle. Happy sewing. Bye.